All right, is there anyone actually outraged over the Little Black Mermaid, or is it just the left making stuff up again? Of course it's them making stuff up. You know, Disney, they cast this girl, Halle Bailey, to play Ariel in their remake of The Little Mermaid. And I simply do not know a single person who saw this girl and said, what? We can't have this young girl as a mermaid. So, you know, I want to know who's actually outraged. Let me know if you're outraged. Let me know in the comments section if you're legitimately furious about this casting decision, and you know, and not just like okay, Disney trying to be woke again, trying to capitalize on woke, but I mean like blood boiling, feel like you could spit outraged, because that's what liberal outlets are trying to say. That's what they're trying to say. The conservatives' reaction to this has been, and I just don't see it. You know, it's one thing. James Bond, remember that? It's one thing you make James Bond a black guy, because James Bond is not black. But Ariel's a cartoon. You know, James Bond is written he's written in the novels as a British white guy. And so, you know, that's how we've known him in all of the movies. So, you know, you can't just be like, hey guys, he is now black. You know, when they make Hermione from Harry Potter, you know, they turned her into an old black woman all of a sudden. You know, it's just like, why? You know, we've had an image of what this character is supposed to look like for many, many years, and they've done many, many movies, and they just change it. But, you know, The Little Mermaid was a cartoon with flaming red hair. You know, it's not a real film, but, you know, this is not, like, there's no outrage over this, partially because this is not exactly a film that, you know, I'm running to theaters to see. But it hasn't really bothered me or anyone I've encountered. And I scourged the internet. I tried to find all the outrage. I couldn't find it. And yet the media is making it seem like there are all these right-wing racists out there who are so angry about Black Little Mermaid. The Washington Compost wrote some garbage about the white nostalgia fueling Little Black Mermaid backlash. You know, BET, they're saying racists are big mad. Big mad? Who writes these articles? Racists are big mad. A black girl is playing Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Who is that mad? No one's mad about this. No one cares about this. You know what I'm big mad about? When lefty organizations drum up racial tension for no reason by citing a few tweets from what look like fake accounts to manufacture outrage among their own people who are, you know, dumb enough to fall for it. It's bad for the country. It's not good for us. Because you know what happens? You've got knuckleheads out there who will actually go and read the headline, and they're actually going to think, wow, my country is full of racists who hate black people. You know, of course, these people aren't very smart, but we still have to put up with them. They still live here. We still have to deal with them when they spend 2 years crying over an election because liberal media told them it means that most of their country is secretly really, really racist. It's unnecessary. We've got enough problems without making up stuff. And if you actually research the people this BET article uses to back up their claim that the right is furious about this, you find out that they're citing fake accounts, literally a few Twitter bots. Like this guy. Oh, this guy represents all conservatives. This guy was a meme as his avatar. That's a meme, and 2 tweets in his account. This is not a real person. This is a bot. And even so, they just have 5 examples. They have actually more examples of people responding to the fake backlash than they do of actual outrage. Even the actual Nazis, the people at the Daily Stormer, even they aren't outraged. Believe me, I scrolled through their hate-filled website, and all they had were some nasty memes and a meh attitude about Black Little Mermaid. You know, Nazis are saying meh over this. No one's outraged. No one cares. You know, of course, the thing that does bother me is that the whole reason Disney cast a Black Little Mermaid is because, you know, that's the thing right now. That's what's in vogue. And Disney, they love their money. And it's easy to cash in on the woke crowd. You know, let's cast a black girl because that's what's popular right now. That's what bothers me. I mean, fine. They're a business. They're a private company. You know, you're a business. You're a business. Make your money. But don't do it at the expense of the country. You know, it's pathetic. Anytime you see all of this outrage over a new movie, you know it's just an advertising gimmick. Another example of Hollywood using outrage to drive ticket sales is this new Terminator movie. it has a female robot in it. The right's going to be outraged over that. The misogynists are going to be outraged. Apparently, the director, Tim Miller, thinks that, quote, this will scare the blank out of misogynists. Really? I mean, what is he actually even talking about? Everyone who is even semi-pop culture literate knows Terminator has always had a female main character. Sarah Connor is the main character. There's no outrage over that. I mean, there's not even outrage from the bots on this one. That Tim Miller just made that up. He's referring to literally no one. I mean, what it really sounds like to me is that he's just scared that the movie will tank, so he has to find something other than himself to blame it on. It is complete bull. You know what people don't want? They don't want endless reboots of recycled material. That's what they don't want. This is going to be the 6th Terminator movie. 3, 4, and 5 were flops. I didn't actually even know there was a 4 and 5. And so rather than getting creative and coming up with new ideas to entertain their audiences, Hollywood's going to spoon feed you garbage and then blame others when you don't like it. These entertainment overlords, they've lost complete sight of their mission, which is to entertain. I mean, aren't movies supposed to be fun? Hey, Hollywood, how about you stop doing your best to pit us against each other and instead put that energy into some new ideas?